No matter what the time of the year, there's always plenty of excitement in the world of thoroughbred racing. Big meetings at Flemington and a very wet Eagle Farm. And Tappy, pretty big day for the apprentices in Sydney.
The apprentices premiership by a mile. He's also a clear-cut third on the overall jockeys premiership behind Kevin Moses and Mick Dittman. A truly wonderful effort. Now, young Jason Deemer, in winning race 5 at Randwick on the pony-sized filly Plan Not, recorded his 30th Metropolitan winner, and his allowance is now reduced to 1.5 kilos.
It wasn't to be. Concert Star on her inside and Fashion Opera on her outside were both too strong over the vital last few metres.
All day at Flemington is a very good crowd in attendance, and all the honours went to the winner, Another Nugget. He did a very good job over the 5,000 metres, led all the way, and our horse from last week, Wairangi, was just gallant in defeat. He just couldn't keep the other horse or pick him up the last little bit. I thought my horse to follow was a horse called Hawk's Peak. He was another one that just got run down in the shadows of the post by Balmoral Bow, and I think he's the one to follow. Well, I have with me a man at the moment, Brendan Clements. Brendan, 5 years ago, you talk about a man dying and coming back to life. Well, Brendan did it twice. Well, Brendan, welcome to Wide World of Sport.
Yeah, thank you, Gary. Thank you.
Yes, and what's it feel like to be back riding?
Well, this is my first day back at Flemington, and it's the sort of thing for the 5 years that I was thinking of in the back of my mind, looking forward to the day like this. Unfortunately, I finished down the back of the field, but I've had a few winners in the country, and I feel good, and things are going good. That's
right, because you've in that fall, I remember a couple of times you were nearly gone, and unfortunately the boy that fell with you did pass away.
Yes, yeah, Craig Waite, yeah, that was bad luck. But for me, it was my best ever fall, because I can't remember a week before it or 6 weeks after it. So apparently I died twice, but I can't tell anyone what that's like because I was asleep.
Well, that's right. Well, it was a real battle to get back, and you've had 5 winners now since you've been back, and it's great to see you back at Flemington. I'm sure everyone here will wish you all the best. Get back to those days of riding Street Cafe and the Blue Diamond and those kind of winners again.
Yes, well, I always got up on the big odds ones, so I'd like to get on the shorter odds ones this time, but I know it's just to be back here, it feels fantastic.
Well, that's great, Brendan, and all the best. Well, we'll throw to Bruce Clark in Brisbane now. I think it was a...
Here's Madame Valletta. She waltzed away with an 8-length win in the Ascot Handicap, and wet track, she'll be hard to beat wherever she goes again, but probably not a real good form day from Eagle Farm yesterday, but we see Madame Valletta on a wet...
2-year-olds. Now, this horse got hampered at the start, and yet he still recovered and did very well to run on and finish a solid 4th. So look for him in another 2-year-old race or an early 3-year-old race, Max. And I think she can win again. She won very, very easily indeed, handled the ground beautifully. She's by Muston Lake. They're pretty smart types. And as I say, if the handicapper doesn't catch her in the near future, she should win again. The other run of the day that I did like was a horse who's eligible for maiden company called Designing Star. He was in a 1,004-metre race, just a sprint race admittedly, but he was racing out of his class. He's eligible for a maiden. He showed good speed, was with the leaders coming to the turn, and I'm sure he can find a nice maiden that's going...